What is going on, guys? We are closing in on another Saturday, and if you guys are like me, I'm sure most of you are. It's time to turn the page, fellas. It is Thursday, October 5th, and college football's in full swing, man. We are here. It is finally October. LSU is kicking things off. Clean slate, right? Clean slate. October's a new month. September's over. The dark days are over. LSU's going undefeated the rest of the season. I don't know what else to tell you guys. That's what you guys come here to hear. All right, that's what I'm here to pump. That sunshine, rainbows, butterflies, unicorns, whatever you need to hear. I'm here for you guys, man. Just hit me up in the DMs, bro. I got you. All right. LSU obviously coming off of their toughest probably loss to handle, right? Of the season against Ole Miss this past weekend. Everybody knows by now the defense was atrocious. The offense was amazing. It was just a combination of so many like variables that like could never happen again, I think, right? I mean, it was just like I don't think the defense is ever going to be that bad again. Like 706 yards is a lot. And we're talking about in a year where they changed the clock rules. 706 yards. So you have fewer possessions to do what they did. That being said, it still happened. Your LSU Tigers are still 3-2, still 2-1 in the SEC, and still control their own destiny. Yeah, you heard it here first. All right, probably not first, but you heard it here at least now. LSU, a lot of people when this Missouri line came out was like, what the hell? Include myself. I was sitting here looking at it, and it came out at 7, right? It started at 7. It's all the way down to 4 for obvious reasons. Because why in the world would you buy stock in LSU right now? But listen, that's what we're here to do. Because guess who's buying stock in LSU right now? This guy. All right? Because, all right, when we walk through the shadow and the valley and the shadow of death, all right, we will be victorious. All right, I don't know if that's how that goes. It sounded good, though. And that's what I got LSU, man. Hey, full wounded animal mode. It can't get no more wounded. All right? You can beat this dog. Oh, God. You can beat this dog as many times as you want. All right? We ain't dead. We ain't dead yet. All right? And we coming to Columbia, Missouri. All right? And we going to do what we do. All right? So let's break down the game. Like I said, LSU started off as like a 7-point favorite, which is just, like I said, crazy. FPI from ESPN gives LSU a 70% chance to win on the road. And I honestly feel better about this game now that LSU lost than if LSU had won, right? Let's say they squeak out a win against Ole Miss. I'm feeling like, damn, this feels like a terrible scenario for LSU going into this game. But with the focus and the effort that I think I'm going to see on Saturday, I'm not as worried as I was, believe it or not, which is kind of crazy to think after coming off a crappy loss like that. But you still have the worst defense in FBS football. You're the worst of the Power 5 at pretty much every major statistical category on the defensive side of the ball, right? But all right, there's not many buts to be had, but you hired an analyst in Pete Jenkins, the D-line guru. You know, maybe he can squeeze some sort of satisfaction out of this team and out of that unit, and maybe they won't line 4 yards off the ball. It looks like they're playing linebacker. It looks like we got 7 linebackers out there. They're so damn far off the line of scrimmage, it's unreal. Maybe we could just scoot them in just a little closer. You know, I'm not asking for a lot. You know, I'm not asking for them to be offside. I'm not asking for them to be 5 yards away. I'm just asking them to be, like, where they're supposed to be at, you know? I'm not a college football coach. I really don't know. You know, maybe there's a strategy to it. Maybe it's like you want to get a running head start. I really don't know. To me, it seems like you're giving the offensive line a hell of an advantage if you give them a yard head start. But that's just me. What do I know? I'm just a podcast guy who has like 600 something subscribers. Yeah, exactly. So, what is LSU going to do to stop Missouri? Well, they're not. All right, that is the first thing. They're not going to stop Missouri. All right, so y'all might as well just go ahead and get the sunshine and pumping out of your system. We already went through that process of this video. All right, it's over now. Get that out the way. It's not happening. All right. LSU is not going to stop Missouri. All right, LSU has to outscore Missouri. All right, and Missouri doesn't turn the ball over. I believe their quarterback's on like 160 plus not completions, attempts streak, right, without an interception this year. And they've been doing really well on offense. A lot of people out the gate thought Missouri was struggling on offense, and then they hit that Kansas State game, guys, and they just took off. Luther Burden and that cast of receivers they got over there are the real deal. Luther Burden is the leading receiver in FBS right now, which is crazy. LSU has two guys in the top 10, I believe. I believe Brian Thomas is at 8 right now. Don't fact check me on that, because if I'm wrong, I'm going to deny it. But like I said, LSU's defense is not going to get any better, right? Brian Kelly said it this week. Your guys are your guys. So whatever happens, happens. You're just going to have to rely that you can outscore them. They can get some sort of stops or force some sort of turnovers to give you the edge in the game. I'm pretty convinced at this point that LSU's offense is one of the best in the country, and teams are going to have a hard time stopping it, right? Because they have a lot of veteran guys. They have a lot of explosive weapons, and they're slinging that thing. Jaden and the boys, all right? They slinging that rock now, all right? And it's dangerous, all right? So Missouri already knows this. We already know it. So why are we sugarcoating it? Why are we even acting like this is going to be something? If this is your game that you want to bet on, don't bet on LSU. Bet on the over. All right, don't bet on LSU. Don't bet on Missouri. If you're a Missouri fan and you just happen to be watching this crazy-ass LSU dude talking like you are right now, bet on the over. I think it's only like 64.5. Last week it was 67.5. We hit that shit at halftime. Chances are, could possibly hit that again. All right, but I look to see an inspired effort from LSU. I look to see that defense looking them fellas in the eyes and saying, we're not going to be as bad as we were last week. We're not going to be good, but we're not going to be as bad. All right, and that right there, that determination is what I believe separates LSU and Missouri in this game alone. Because we're going to go into Columbia, and I don't know what their stadium's called, but we're going to go take it over, and we're going to win this game. We're going to be 4-2. 4-2. And then we're going to just take it week by week after that. But that's my prediction. I'm not even going to give you a score, because if we could hit the 80s, boys. Like, it's that bad. Like, I'm looking at these PFF grades. Like, it could be bad. It could be real bad. Like, Missouri ain't no slouch, right? Undefeated, ranked team at home. Like, they could go out there and beat the brakes off LSU. I don't really know. I don't know what to expect. I'm hoping what I'm saying comes to fruition, and I just keep talking to myself and talking to y'all, and the more you speak it into existence, the more likely it is to happen to me. And so that's what we're going with. We're going with the Tigers all day, every day. Going to get the dub on Saturday. Like I said, Missouri's locked and loaded, but so is LSU, man. It's just going to be a gun fight. Like, it's not even no pistol fight. It's like semi-automatic. It's just pop, 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 pop. Defensive guys just pop, pop, pop. Don't know what to do, right? That's what's happening. All right, be paired. 11 a.m. Saturday. I don't know the date. I think it's the 8th, but check us out on Sunday. We're going to be breaking down the game, win or lose. We're going to be here pumping sunshine, fluffing the rainbows, doing our thing. This is LSU Recruiting. I'm your host, Michael. If you haven't already, my God, if you made it to this point of the video, you've got to be subscribed. There's just no way you're not. And if you're not, go ahead and do it. It's free. All right? Make that happen. All right? I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you have a great Friday and an even better Saturday, and we will see you here on Sunday to celebrate.